Once upon a time, in a small and friendly neighborhood, there were many children. They loved to play together every day. One sunny morning, all the children gathered in the park. They had a big idea. They wanted to have a bicycle race. Everyone was excited because they loved riding their bikes. They decided that the race would be around the neighborhood. The winner would be the first to finish 3 laps. Tom, Sarah, Mike, and Emma were the children who were the most excited. Tom was the fastest, Sarah was the smartest, Mike was the strongest, and Emma was the most careful. They all wanted to win the race. They practiced every day after school. They rode their bicycles as fast as they could. They imagined the feeling of winning and everyone cheering for them. The day of the race finally came. The sun was shining brightly, and the sky was clear. All the children were at the starting line. They were ready to start the race. Their families and friends came to watch and cheer for them. Mr. Brown, an old man who lived in the neighborhood, was chosen to be the judge. He had a loud whistle and a big stopwatch. He stood at the start line and said, "Are you ready?" "Yes," shouted all the children together. "On your marks, get set, go." Mr. Brown blew his whistle, and the race began. Tom started very fast. He was in the lead from the beginning. He looked back and saw that the other children were behind him. He felt very proud. "I am going to win this race," he thought. Sarah, who was very smart, did not ride her bike as fast as Tom. She knew that the race was long, and she wanted to save her energy. "If I go too fast now, I will be tired later," she thought. So, she kept a steady speed. Mike was strong, and he used his strength to push the pedals hard. He was right behind Tom. He thought he could catch up with him soon. Mike loved to win, and he didn't like to lose. Emma was very careful. She made sure she didn't fall or hit anything. She knew that if she stayed safe, she could finish the race without any problems. As the race continued, Tom got tired. He was still in the lead, but he was not as fast as before. His legs hurt, and he started to slow down. He looked back again and saw that Sarah, Mike, and Emma were getting closer. Suddenly, Tom's bike hit a small rock on the road. His bike wobbled, and he fell to the ground. He was not hurt, but his bike was damaged. The chain came off, and he could not ride anymore. Tom felt very sad. He sat on the ground and looked at his broken bike. "I can't win now," he thought, and tears filled his eyes. Sarah was the first to reach Tom. She saw him sitting on the ground with his broken bike. She stopped and got off her bike. "Are you okay, Tom?" she asked. "I'm fine, but my bike is broken." "I can't finish the race," Tom said, feeling very disappointed. Sarah looked at Tom and then at the other children who were coming closer. She thought for a moment. "Winning the race is important, but helping my friend is more important," she decided. She kneeled down and started to fix Tom's bike. Mike and Emma arrived soon after. They saw Sarah helping Tom. Mike thought, "I want to win, but I also want to help my friend." So, he got off his bike and helped Sarah fix Tom's bike. Emma, who was careful and kind, also decided to help. She said, "Together, we can fix the bike faster." With everyone working together, Tom's bike was soon fixed. The chain was back in place, and the wheels were checked. Tom was very happy. "Thank you, everyone. You are the best friends ever," he said with a big smile. "Now, let's finish the race together," said Sarah. All 4 children got back on their bikes. They rode side by side, not worrying about who would win. They laughed and talked as they rode around the neighborhood. They enjoyed the ride and the warm sun on their faces. Their families and friends were cheering for them, not because they were racing, but because they were helping each other. As they reached the finish line, Mr. Brown was waiting for them. He was surprised to see all 4 children crossing the line together. He smiled and said, "You all did a great job. This is not just a race about speed. It is a race about friendship, teamwork, and helping others. You are all winners today." The children were very happy. They didn't care about who was the fastest or who could have won alone. They knew that working together and helping each other was more important than winning. They learned a valuable lesson that day. Sometimes, it's not about who crosses the finish line first, but how you get there and who you help along the way. After the race, everyone gathered in the park. They had a small party with lemonade, sandwiches, and cookies. The children played games and shared stories. They all agreed that the race was the best part of their summer. Tom, Sarah, Mike, and Emma became even better friends after the race. They continued to ride their bikes together, but now they didn't care about who was the fastest. They just enjoyed each other's company. And so, the great bicycle race became a wonderful memory for all the children in the neighborhood. They learned that winning isn't everything. Friendship, kindness, and teamwork are what really matter in life. From that day on, whenever they rode their bikes, they remembered the lesson they learned, to always help others, even when you want to win. And they all lived happily ever after.